Alrighty. Hello, everyone. It has been a long time. We are finally back. And I've changed a little bit of stuff. It looks a little, not the best like I want it, but I'll update it here and there as I'm trying to figure some stuff out. But you know, that'll happen. Alright. What's cool is, now that I have my Stream Deck, I can just do this. Boop. And then I know it's there. Okay, so we are playing The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. This was released on April 1st this year as a joke game for April Fool's Day. I know nothing about this game. I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of reading, so bear with me. So, yeah. Let's start this up. New game. Phew, made it off the train 15 minutes ahead of schedule. So far so good for my first day on the job. Oh, I totally forgot my name tag isn't yet ready yet. I should make one. I'll just sign my name here. That's me. Did I spell it right? Yep. Hope passengers can read my scribble. Sorry if the audio is a little weird. I don't know anything about audio right now, how it's supposed to sound. I tried testing out before stream. Am I nervous? Is this first day on the job jitters? Working the train's dining car can't be so bad. Come on, Four Tails, shake it off. Slap. Conductor. Four Tails, did I see you just hitting yourself? Mr. Conductor, sir. How are you doing this morning? Oh, quite alright myself, though feeling a little bittersweet. Is it because you're sweetie? Is everything alright? Well, truth be told, not really. Alas, today's my last day as conductor. I'm retiring after 32 wonderful years. Time for me and the Mirage Express, I'll say. I have to yawn. To say goodbye to one another. Oh, congratulations on retirement, sir. Thank you. My wife is very excited about it. She's already got a plane ticket to Spagonia locked. Okay, our shower's been on the fritz, so I'm excited to use the hotels. I can see why his wife's excited. Enough of my quibbles. Today's our first day working in the dining car. Here's the menu for today. Any menu added to your inventory. I can open the menu anytime and received. Sorry. Mirage Express dining menu. It features chili dog, instant ramen, and chicken cordon bleu. Those all sound pretty good. Why do you look so nervous? All we have to do is... all we have on the train is a microwave. Though I'm sure little quiz is in order. Which of these do we serve in the dining car? Cordon bleu. Ding ding ding, glad you read the menu. Okay. Little about the vessel. This is a state of high... Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm tired. I worked a long day today. A little about the vessel. This is a state of the ART high-speed smart train with all the latest gadgets. The train can really handle anything you throw at it. We've had a lot of adventures together, me and this train. It's not easy to leave. After 32 years, I don't blame him for being wistful. The train is exclusively used for events. It's not a passenger train. I remember that from the interview. What's the event today? A murder mystery party. Nothing better than some thrills to end my tenure as conductor. Guests will be funneled here to the dining car as a home base, so to speak. I'll be with you to gather tickets, but after that, you're on your own. So I need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of, understood? I'll make you proud, sir. Glad this old man can rest easy. Doors to the Mirage Express are opening. All aboard? It's a cool looking train. Oh, there's some familiar silhouettes. Oh, there's Amy. Tails! Wow, this train is incredible. What fascinating tech. Oh, Vector's here. You're right, Tails. I can get used to staying on a train like this. What did you all expect? You know I always go all out for my birthday party. Oh, it's Amy's birthday. Okay. Rouge. This train is as elegant as you are, Amy. Can't promise I won't take anything, though. Hey, there's Knuckles. Okay. Calm down there, Rouge. Did I not just catch you stealing from the train station gift shop? It was a pen, Knucklehead. Who's gonna miss a teeny tiny pen? What cast of characters am I stuck with? Get a hold of yourself, Four Tails. I'm very sorry about the yawning. You're sweating through your uniform. Hey, Sonic. Hey, pal, can I get one of those chili dogs? Of course, sir. Are you a pirate? Oh no, I'm more nervous than I thought. Sonic, wait until I announce everyone's roles to get food. Sorry about that, birthday girl. I'll be coming around to collect everyone's tickets. Please have them out and ready. You'll join me, Four Tails, won't you? Just click on whoever you'd like to talk with and collect their tickets. Okay, got it. So we're gonna go for Tails first, obviously. Oh, Shadow's here too. Espio. Okay. Can I get your ticket, youngin? Right here, sir. Thank you. May I offer you any snacks we have on board? No, thank you. When I travel, I always pack my own sparkle gelatin. It's a sparkly jelly that can melt any jaded heart. No way, I brought my own sparkle gelatin with me too. It's my first day and I was a little nervous. Don't be nervous. You're doing great so far. We're sparkle gel buddies. Absolutely. If you need anything, just let us know. Thank goodness someone on this train is normal. Okay, who else we got? That's all we got? Okay, let's go with Knuckles next. Howdy, can I please have your ticket? It's crumpled up. I think this is a ticket, but I really don't want to argue with this guy. Everything looks good, thank you. Seems the conductor wouldn't want to argue either. Okay, Sonic. Ticket, please. Thank you kindly. Happy to have someone as renowned as yourself aboard. I'm extremely sorry, guys. I keep yawning, I don't like it. Don't worry about it, I just like helping. When Eggman took over, I truly feared the worst. But my kids swore you would swoop in eventually, and you did. I can't offer much other than my sincere gratitude. Don't sweat a thing. I'm glad you and your family are safe. Wait a second, is he the Sonic? Is he Sonic the Hedgehog? I promise you an excellent stay in our train, Sonic. Have fun now. Oh, sorry guys. Yes, have fun now. Will do, thanks. Okay, Espio. Could we please see your ticket? Of course. Excellent, thank you, and I hope you enjoy your stay with us. Absolutely, I appreciate it. There's a calmness about him. Something about his presence put me at ease. You consider me calming? He's looking right at me. I studied Ninjutsu. I believe one can communicate through the suspicion. I don't know. I'm not very good at words, guys. Wow, ninjutsu. That sounds like a lot of difficult training. Can you cling onto walls? Cling onto walls? What kind of question is that? I most certainly can. The conductor looks a bit too smug at that answer. What is that? Yummy. Don't mind if I do. Four Tails, those are for our guests, you know. Train, be sure Four Tails only gets one of those if they ask. Did the arm just kinda nod? Actually, Train, the conductor wants me to have the whole plate. Good try, young buck. The Train and I have worked together for a long time. You'll have to work harder than that to get what you want. Drat. The snacks look really tasty, too. Okay, Vector. Hello, my friend. Can I get your ticket? Oh yeah, sure, of course. As a gentleman of upstanding morals, I'd love to show you my ticket. He seems to be avoiding eye contact. Is something amiss, sir? I seem to have misplaced my ticket. Could you speak up a bit? I couldn't quite hear you. I misplaced my ticket. I don't know where it is. He's not hiding this embarrassment very well. Don't you worry. We'll take a look around and see if it turns up. That would be amazing. Thanks a million. Seems as though we should keep our eyes peeled for his ticket. Is it over here? That was a good guess. Let's stick it on a napkin holder. Say, wasn't someone looking for a ticket earlier? Let's be sure to return it to its rightful owner. Let's make sure no one uses their ticket as a napkin. Lost tickets out in your inventory. Okay, Vector. Where's I can't read. Four Tails, why don't you show our friend what we picked up? This one. There it is. That's my ticket. Thank you so much. Was really worried you'd kick me out if I missed them, and I'd miss the murder mystery. Oh, old Four Tails here have their hands full kicking you out. You're right. I wouldn't leave without a fight. Wait. Who made me both microwave expert and security guard? You both are right in my book. Thanks again for the assist. Of course. Just let us know if you need anything else. Alright. Shadow. Here. Thank you. Everything's in order. He seems concerned about something. Is there anything we can help you with? Do you sell gift bags here? No, sadly. But I have a plastic grocery bag in the back I could get you. That stare. So cold. Four Tails, you're shivering. Do you need to fetch your jacket? No, I'm good. Okay, Rouge. Hello to you. What can I do for you? Good morning, ma'am. Can you get me your ticket? My, how forward. Let me fetch it for you. Come back if you need anything else, you hear? Wow, she's so polite. Very easy to talk to as well. Ma'am, I saw you sneak that $20 bill out of my pocket. Gonna have to ask you to kindly give it back. Oh, that was yours? Must have slipped out. Here you go. I may not actually be judging characters. Okay, Blaze is here. May I have your ticket, please? Thank you so much. You're on top of it, I see. A princess such as myself must always be punctual. Princess? Did she just say princess? If you don't mind me asking, are you visiting from somewhere? A separate dimension, actually. Separate what? Just here for Amy's birthday. Then I'll hop back to my own dimension. I quite prefer the birthday cake from this world more than my own, so I admit I'm a bit excited. Oh, you don't say. Well, hope you enjoy your stay, princess. Should I bow? Do I bow before a princess? What are you doing? Please get up. Why can't I win with this group? Okay, last but not least, Amy. Could I get your ticket? Could I please get the birthday girl's ticket? Why, certainly. Thank you, miss. And thank you for choosing our fine train for your birthday festivities. Well, the birthday discount certainly helped. Who doesn't love a good bargain? And a murder mystery train just sounds so exciting. It's right up my alley. Who doesn't love a good thrill? You see, I'm a girl who loves a good treasure. Oh, loves a good true crime podcast. Maybe we should leave her to have fun. Before we move along, for you, miss. I can't read. Sorry. Oh, have fun. Thank you. Where do I use this? That unlocks any door in the train. Happy birthday. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. It's practically tradition. Very useful. We'll use this wisely. Thank you. Okay, everybody. Time for me to read out everyone's roles for the murder mystery. That's my cue to leave. I must prepare the driver's compartment for departure. Ah, the conductor's car. You remember our promise, yeah? You'll do everything in your power to make sure the guests have a safe and enjoyable time on the Mirage Express. Absolutely, you can count on me. To be honest, this group seems plenty capable on their own. And Train, assist Four Tails in if they need any help, won't you? That's all I need to hear. You have my trust. Nothing more heartwarming than a conductor and his train. Excellent. I'll be off. I must take my leave, everyone. Please have a phenomenal time. And don't worry about mucking up the place either. This train is state-of-the-art and has the systems of dealing with all that. For everything else, please talk to Four Tails here if you need anything. Sounds good. Absolutely. Will do. Goodbye now. I like that guy. Thank you all for following the outfit guide I sent you, and you all look amazing. I trust you all read your lore cards as well? Lore cards. That must be a detail of the motivations. I suppose it makes sense lore cards aren't read out loud, otherwise people would know the murderer's intentions. Now to the nitty-gritty. For the murder mystery game, one of you will be murdered, and the rest are suspects. Everyone has assigned roles for the characters that will be playing. Participation is required, for it is my birthday. Of course. Birthday girl makes the rules. Sonic, you are the ship captain, and you'll be stationed in the conductor car. Naturally, that's where the captain would go. Four Tails, you are the detective. You'll be in the dining car. Indubitably. Knuckles, you are the sheriff around these parts. You'll find you in the saloon. Got it. Rouge, you are the business tycoon, and Blaze, you are the titan industry. Both of you are in the casino. What's the difference? There is none. Sounds fun. Vector, you're the butcher, and Espio, the poet. Both found in a library. Hear that, Espio? We're gonna be hanging out together. And do what? Read? Maybe we can. Make a tower of books or something. Shadow is the locksmith, hanging out in the lounge. And last but not least, me, the journalist reporter. I'll be moseying around with everyone. Did you get all that? Sure. Oh, I was listening in. Hope that's okay. More than alright. You can help ensure everyone is following their roles. Oh, that reminds me. Oh. I have a map for each of you. Everyone's station is marked on the map as well. How convenient. Map added to your inventory. The rules of the game are as follows. There's a murderer among us. You all. No, there's a murderer among you all. The murderer can kill a single participant, however they choose. Sorry, I'm reading that really weird. However they choose. But you must physically be present with the victim for it to count. Everyone must collect evidence throughout the train and use it to interrogate fellow passengers to figure out who done it. The murderer will lie to get out of being accused, so inspect everything you can, find clues, and interrogate. I'll set a timer for 1 hour so everyone can mingle, and the murderer can do their thing. Is everyone ready? Sounds like everyone's excited. Everyone to your stations. This is so exciting. A mystery is unfolding right under our very noses. How thrilling, I've got goosebumps. Same. It's so awesome. Shouldn't you two be out there mingling with everyone? Well, actually, the detective and the journalist can't be the murderer. So we're stuck here for an hour before going out and scoping the place. This way, there's actually a neutral party. There's always a neutral party. Makes sense to me. Seems as though Amy's more excited about deciphering the mystery anyways. What do you think everyone's doing? Oh, probably inspecting their stations and talking amongst one another. Everyone has roles to play, so they must be exploring their characters. Do you know what their characters' motivations are, Amy? No, the lore cards are confidential. No one knows but the person who received them. The backstory is that I was best friends with a flicky that decided to join the evil Dr. Eggman, kickstarting my desire for justice in the world. The lore is that I'm a nosy person turned journalist. Not gonna lie, this kind of sounds fun. I wish I wasn't stuck on microwave duty. The train started moving. It's so fast, grab onto something. What's going on? I'm slipping. Hold on. I can't. No. That sounded like a crash. Oh gosh. You're both awake. Yeah. It seems the train has slowed down considerably. Is everyone alright? Yeah, my head's spinning a bit, but I'm okay. It seems we've been knocked into the dining car's closet. This train can reach such incredible speeds. We're getting our money's worth from this experience, that's for sure. Is this actually intended? It's my first day, so I'm not really sure. I don't recall them warning me about this in the interview. We should go check on the others. Four Tails, could you get the door? Of course. Seems the door is blocked, and I don't think it's budging. Amy, could you give the fallen shelf a whack with your Pico Pico hammer? Let's find another way out. I'll start looking for clues. I'll search over here. I know Amy, she's hiding something. Huh. I suppose she did wake up before us. Something could have happened. Listen, I know I'm the detective here, but all the best detectives have sidekicks, and I'm gonna need your help. Let's gather clues on why Amy's acting this way, and interrogate her about it. Check out everything around in this closet, then we'll show it to Amy and cover her full situation. Gather evidence and interrogate. Gotcha. I'll need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of. Understood? Understood. You can count on me, Tails. I won't turn evil like the ex-Flicky companion did. Happy to hear it. Now let's get searching. Alright. The shelf is blocking our exit is currently not budging. Hey, Four Tails, let's look closely at this. I wondered that too, because it looked like someone's hit it. Wonder how it got smashed. There's nothing on the shelf that would have fallen out into it, and I'm sure this damage wasn't there before. The train has too much upkeep. I feel like it's important. We should log it. Check on the shelf. Crack on the shelf is added to your inventory. Okay. Ah, the wet floor sign, keeping people alert and safe. Once I slipped on some spilled juice at the grocery store. No wet floor sign at all. Luckily, Sonic was there to catch me. Wow, Sonic is as fast as they say. But he was going so fast, he slipped in the juice. We slid into an older gentleman's shopping cart. Well, isn't the thought that counts, I suppose? Okay. What do you think, Tails? Want me to cook anything out of this for you? Could we get out of here? If we get out of here, sure. I normally never make microwave meals. I prefer to cook. My cast iron skillet has gotten a lot of use lately. I can cook a mean cast iron pizza. I've only had microwave lunches this week. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check here. Sadly, it's empty. But on the bright side, it's a very clean trash bin. How do I become as optimistic as this kid? Okay. Is that a rod? The tip is broken. It looks like originally been attached to something. I'm not sure it's a regular mystery, but it's like, but I like spinning it around, so we'll keep it. Wonder if that's Amy's hammer. Stick added to the inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Amy and find out what really happened. Pretty sure that's her hammer stick. What's the latest? Find any clues yet? I found a spoon. If we find 2 more, we can dig ourselves out. Dig yourselves out on a train. I'll keep looking. Excuse me. Okay, same thing. I just want to double check. Interrogation. Amy, we believe you're hiding something from us. What? You accuse me on my own birthday? How dare you? This isn't going to be easy, is it? I've been stuck in here just like you two. What in the world do you think I'm hiding? Amy was awake before Tails and I were. What could she have done in that time? Chill dog attempted to escape. I don't think you were sitting idly while Four Tails and I were knocked out. You attempted to escape the closet. Prove it. Show me evidence I attempted to escape, or help me search for a way out. Do we have any evidence to prove that? Four Tails, let me step you through this. First, we need to find the correct piece of evidence in your inventory. Once that has been deduced, you must form our argument and to fight back. Alright, let's do this. What proves Amy attempted to... Okay. Crack on the shelf. What, some damage on the shelf is supposed to prove something? It fell over. Damage makes sense. You have no argument here. You're grasping. Oof, okay, Tails. What now? Well, now we follow this train of thought. What does the crack on the shelf relate to Amy? So now I have to explain myself. Well, you see, well, I get stumped like to think, what would Sonic do? What would Sonic do? Sonic's a force to be reckoned with. He's always running forward, collecting rings, crushing badniks. He never loses. Like an endless runner game. I play a lot of those on my phone. Sure, whatever works. Just close your eyes and think. What would Sonic do? And find your argument. Alright, let's prove we're not grasping. Let's follow the train of thought and fire with a comeback. Like Sonic would do. Think! Four Tails Dream Gear! Oh, WASD in space. What the heck? What is this? Is this how you think? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Sure the shelf fell, but there's nothing around for the shelf to fall onto. You're telling me on the train that's well kept that their damage was here before we arrived. Well, I believe someone is responsible for hitting the shelf. You just said nothing was around the shelf to fall into. What was the shelf hit with then? This. What is it, a stick? You truly believe a stick could do this kind of damage? I like the music. You're right, a stick couldn't do that. Couldn't do this kind of damage to a shelf on its own. But if it's attached to something, it could. Like, let's say, a hammer? This isn't a stick at all, is it? It's actually the handle to your Pico Pico hammer. You attempted to hit the shelf out of the way, but you failed. The handle to your hammer snapped right off. It's as you both said. I tried to get us all out with my hammer, but I failed. I gave the shelf one big whack and the handle ripped right off. I figured it was no big deal and tried to hide it, but I suppose my embarrassment got the better of me. She does look genuinely sorry about the situation. I never expected your hammer to snap like that, Amy. It was one of my backups. It's a little lighter to carry around. I didn't think I'd need it. Well, lucky for you, I'm a detective and I dabble as a mechanic. Let me see both pieces of a hammer. Just tighten this things here, a little elbow grease there, and fixed. Tails, thank you. According to my calculations, if you hit the shelf right here, it should do the trick. Alright, stand back. Shelf completely shattered. Incredible. We did it. We're free. Great job, Amy. Let's get out of here. Oh, gosh. Wait, is that... Sonic! It can't be. Sonic! Someone murdered my darling Sonic! Looks like the game's begun. I'm finding out who done this at once. Amy, wait. I want to figure out who did this, too. Wait for me. What a whirlwind. I'm exhausted already. That was really convincing, Sonic. Sonic? My body numb. Can't move. What are you saying? I don't understand. I just need to rest. Sonic? Sonic? Is he actually hurt? He's not moving. Are these wounds or his... Are these wounds on him genuine? My hand's on his wrist, but I don't sense a pulse. Am I doing this right? What the world's going on? Is this part of the murder mystery or is this serious? Sonic? Sonic? Oh no, I feel myself panicking. Calm down, Four Tails. What do I do? Did Sonic actually die? I need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of. Understood? These guests are incredibly renowned, which means they must be remarkably rich. Wait, he didn't say that. So I leave their care to you, Four Tails, my favorite employee. I'm sure they won't let me down this last ride. He didn't say that either. I need to catch up with Amy and Tails to get to the bottom of this. Even if this is part of a game, I still can't risk it. I'll keep everyone safe, conductor. You'll see. Hello, brother. The murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Saloon car. Whoa, look at this place. Hey Tails, where are you? I'm over here. I think Amy's already gone on ahead. It seems she's really excited. Hi, Mom. Did you need something from me? How's the sound quality, guys? Does it sound good? Like different, like the game and my voice sound good levels? Yeah, just a question really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt? He's laughing? Sonic doesn't go down so easily. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing would actually happen to him. Alright, awesome. I'm glad it sounds alright. We're just all really committed to the mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about, promise. Plus, Sonic likes to nap in a lot of strange spots. He's fine. He's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this really part of the murder mystery game? Or is there something deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. Can I tag along with you? If you don't mind, is it cool if I tag along with you? Oh, of course. Sure, now if I ever need a snack, you got me. Fair. As I said, the best detective has sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum, though, just know it's because, where's my lore card? The last guy to work on a case with me ditched their practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. Not a proper detective without baggage. This is true. You varmints. What are y'all doing in my saloon? He's trying so hard to can't stay in character. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I can see that. Amy moseyed through and told me all about it. Enough of that. Wonder how long he kept that police up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell us about what we were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything to help us establish your alibi. And nope, I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's obviously agitated about something. But why take it out on us? I know better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Four Tails, we need to figure out what Knuckles was up to while we were all apart. Let's investigate for clues and interrogate. Alright, let's do this. Clearly we won't be able to give Super Monkey Ball a try. Do we think it broke when the train sped up? The damage looks the damages look more to be caused from punches. Who could have done that? What are you two looking at me for? Smashed Arcade, is that it? Okay. Trash, something's always in trash, so okay. It's only a matter of time, Tails, have faith. It's as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. I think Tails is ignoring me. Decent cash reward for finding this robot. Maybe keep an eye out. Omochao. Poor Omochao. Hate to see him like this. What'd they do? Medical malpractice? Interesting. Four Tails, this is interesting. Oh gosh, what is? I just had a few. It's just a few used cups. Sure, but why are there three? Knuckles was real thirsty. Four Tails, this one has lipstick on the rim. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone must have been here. We should log this. Used cups added to it. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Knuckles. I want to see this. The bowl of assorted nuts. The classic saloon snack. Kinda bland. Huh. Someone seems to have licked all the salt off of them. Or maybe they're just unsalted. The robotic arm seems to be really helpful. What's the arm doing with my hair? He fixed it up a bit. That's incredible. What interesting tech. Uh-oh. Should I fear for my job a little bit? How well can it microwave? Breathtaking views. Hello, Charles. This train passes by some incredible sights. I'm just happy to be traveling at a normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily. I have to avoid things like roller coasters. I don't mind roller coasters, though I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding cars. Oh, sorry. I'll never understand this friend group. Oh, that's funny. The door is locked tight. Can't go any further. Wonder how Amy was able to leave then. Good point. When were these doors locked, and how long are they locked for? We'll have to keep an eye out. That in mind. Howdy, partners. Spittoon-free establishment. Visit Coliseum Highway Zone. Alright, Knuckles. I thought I told you to leave me alone. I like your hat. Knuckles, are you blushing? I said leave me alone. It doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. Hi, CD. I don't know who killed Sonic. No, I didn't say that. I'm just trying to find out. Did you adjust your hat a little bit so we could see it better? I said leave. Can I take your order? Not hungry. Well, if you... Alright, you let me know, won't you? Sure. Like a butler of sorts, right? Come on, Four Tails, you're not a butler. Tell him that. Yeah, like a butler. Excellent. Thank you, butler. Dang it. Okay. Start investigation. Knuckles, Four Tails and I need to determine what you were doing during the hour the murder took place. I already told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. Isn't it? Is it? We have evidence, too. We do? Four Tails, just take a good look at our inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? The arcade machine? Ha! What makes you think I touched it? The shattered glass and everything? Oh gosh. Ooh, shoot. Well, you see, you have an argument here, you're weak. Okay. Guess I gotta start over, okay. Dang it! Okay, you actually gotta get to the end. There we go. These are gonna get really hard. This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because covered in punches, your hair was found at the scene. Super Monkey Ball is your favorite game. What evidence do you have damages or punches? What are you all staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine, but why? I needed a punching bag and none were available to me. Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the machine will give us the answers. How will you... I'm on it, Four Tails. Distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on. Hey Knuckles, look at Sonic collect rings. Oops, that was my fault, not jumping. Obviously it's my fault, but... There we go. The arcade machine's fixed. No, don't look at the scores. Quick, look at the scores. I'm pulling it up now. Vector, Knuckles, Toast, Apple, Bream. Oh, Bread, not Bream. Wow, I can't. Oh, my brain. Ultimate. Bagel, Candy. What does this tell us? Nothing, obviously. It tells us something massive. Look at the name at the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. The picture is beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score, and Vector beat you. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. He's punched the air in frustration. You're guessing. Here's your proof. Where's your proof? Where's your witness? Vector's a common name. Proof he was here with me now. Ah. Yeah, that one wasn't as hard. Now, Four Tails, what proves Vector was here with Knuckles? This thing. No! I thought it was strange that there was more than one cup sitting next to you. While you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoyed some drinks playing arcade. I wasn't, and don't tell Amy. I think we're on the right track here. It's as you say, Vector popped in at the top of the hour wanting to play arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure out the game, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in. Honest, I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story, and alibi. I already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. But what of the cup with the lipstick mark? Rouge was here too. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around for something but failed, made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent? I'm understanding this scenario. Vector visited to play games. Rouge couldn't find something and left. Then Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our questions. Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on the high score list doesn't make sense. Four Tails, can you look at it one more time? An odd name on the high score list. What is Tails making out? Knuckles? I mean, there's a lot of weird names. Oh. That is right. Okay, all the other names have food. You were right. Good job, CD. Okay, who here goes by Ultimate Life Form? Shadow. You may not know, Four Tails, but there's someone here who goes by the title, the Ultimate Life Form. There's really someone here that goes by that? Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow was here too. He taught us the game and was the first one to get the name on the scoreboard. Vector and I fought to beat Shadow's high score. They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left. A key. Shadow told me to unlock the door. Shadow told me to lock the door and not to open it for anyone. Then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him, saw no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth. So when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No, I think she used some sort of key too. That's right, the conductor gave her a special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors? And what was Rouge searching for? I don't know, they didn't tell me. even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them for yourselves. More information than I expected to get there. But it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough. The library is the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me, Detective Tails and Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Four Tails. Let's head to the library. On it. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Four Tails, coming. Ready to mosey on to the next car? You got it, partner. Onward. Ooh, hang in there. Oh my. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Want to help us join us find clues? Flattered, but at the pace you two are going, Sonic's murderer will never be found. Oh, she's confident. She must have something up her sleeve. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. But how are you going to leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key. Right, the birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye. Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, here to ask if anyone's hungry. Starved. I'd kill for chicken parmesan right about now. Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now. I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm Espio, the poet. Ah, poetry. A renaissance message from poet to reader, meant to challenge our delicate perspectives. Perceptives. There it is. I think. With the most rhythmic or prowess. Can I hear some? Sure, what is this? Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La la la, la dee dee dee. Tails doesn't look impressed. What was that? I have more if you like. Cherry blossom in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Four Tails and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what the dining car... Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained everything... This to Amy, actually. When we were sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through the library car. Okay, so they all went this way. Where Amy told me and Espio to stay. Okay, so they passed right through here. I promptly picked up a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left and went to Knuckles, the saloon car. Okay, like Knuckles said. Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup in the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went and searched the saloon car. She came back shortly after, We heard her shout, "No way," at the brochure stand over there, but she went back to casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car. Then he entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. What's the purple one? The purple one is Espio. I know one of the games that he's prominently in is Sonic Heroes. I forget what other games he's in. I know he's been more in the comics than games. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, he realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it alright. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived, asking questions. She's the one that told us that someone murdered Sonic. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He was in Sonic X. Okay. Yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector and Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you a bunch for your cooperation. We're just going to peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. And if you would like to be serenaded with another poem, I got you covered too. Thanks, guys. Their alibis seem pretty solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for evidence proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. I'm pretty sure Vector's telling the truth. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. So this one we'll look at first. Hang in there. I'll look at that last, actually. A child precariously hangs precariously from a tree branch. Large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really need to see this. This little child's hanging in there, refusing to use his wings to fly, but to safety. But choosing the hard way to often is the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this child can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way that there was that much thought put into this poster, right? Okay, there's books. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no intent on picking these books up. A lot of those were knocked out when the train sped up, but Rouge pulled a lot of these out for searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. I don't want Espio to do another poem. He's not a Chow. Yeah, Espio's not a Chow. He's a chameleon. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Okay. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling to clean up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up this mess either. Let's just leave it alone and do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. I'm pretty sure that right there is... that little picture is a reference to Sonic Forces, the character. Anything else over here? The world. The globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some more countries. There are a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food couldn't be beat either. Sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia if you've ever been there. I have actually. If you ever visit, be sure to stop by the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area, and he makes a scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Yep. Spagonia, if you don't know, is from Sonic Unleashed. Okay, I think... Oh, nope, there's a book here. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck, this reveals This reeks of the evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Oh, the chow that popped up in the curtains. Okay. Gotcha, okay. I thought you were talking about Espio. I'm like, that's not... who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird that it's even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. Okay, let's read this. Ooh, brochures. There are travel destinations here like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh. Four Tales, look at this. There's a couple maps here. Seems to be a map of a library car, and the book's categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Okay. Should we take this brochure about Cave 2? Look, there's stalactites. Yeah, they've been to space too. Nah, leave it. Oh yeah, that's fair. Nobody's shares my fondness for caves. Okay, oh. Chaos Cola. Check out our book club. Book of the month, Gone Gal. Okay. We have Vector. Trash. Something's always hidden in trash. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. Huh, I really thought there'd be something there. Four Tails, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No. No, I'm alright. I'm sure there's something hidden in the next trash bin. We'll find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret. I'm sure of it. Four Tails, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? The table here. Let's take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Four Tails, no, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. So, let's see if anything... I don't know if that really does anything. Okay, so SBO. Fancy a poem? Can I get a poem about space? Oh, the purple oh, I see, okay. I made it up to space with my beloved antique vase, but a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace. So my antique I must now replace. What caused you to drop the vase? Don't read too deeply, it's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? Can I take your order? I have a poem about this. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignore the grumbling tummy. For the eggs I received are scrambled, when I asked for my eggs sunny. Oh wow, I don't serve any eggs on the train though. My talent is wasted on you lot. Alright, SBO. Boom! Oh, I don't think I have nothing else. Okay. Never mind. I don't want to do that. Okay, what else am I missing then? Vector? You bring me meat chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Can I Take your order? Oh yes, please, I'm starved. Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important. Then why would you showing the menu to me? Come on, Four Tails. Why would you tease him like that? In here I thought I could trust you. You made fool of me. Four Tails, you made him a fool. Come on, Four Tails, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool. Yeah. I smooth things over, but what cost? Okay, what am I missing? Oh, there's an arrow here. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through the book titles extensively. He's like a kid in the candy shop, or in any case, a genius on in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the train floor and everything, but every book on the shelves in alphabetical order, but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note on this. Is that Professor Pickle right there? That looks a lot like him. Okay, what else am I missing? Shadow supposedly walked through a library car before going to saloon car. Shadow left the library car. He locked the door on his way out. There's got to be a reason for doing this. Should we make a note? Yeah, I do believe we should. I think we've got it. Okay, that's what I was missing. Okay, SBO. So, the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that we don't trust you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Four Tails and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to play games with Knuckles, and if SBO really was reading in the library car. Vector, will start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? Were you preparing to present evidence if need? Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, SBO. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately restarted reading, but were you actually reading the entire time? Were you in library while you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once SBO starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? SBO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have lunch. Fuck it might be. Four Tails, could you hear me? Help me out? Alright. Well, the only book we got in here is the manual. A manual? Do you think SBO is reading instructions? What argument could you possibly support this? What's happening? Oh god. Glad I can't go off the sides. There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone, at the very least, picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect spot. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SBO. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like that. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle this. Apologies, SBO. A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Four Tails, if you don't mind. Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip the pages and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz SBO on the manual to prove you read it. Which page should I quiz him on? 362. What efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the doctor saying about that, the train cleaning itself. Though I have a feeling that the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons and explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like SBO aced that question. Four Tails is him and another one. Which page to choose from? 89. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you were over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been 65. Last one, Four Tails. Let's see if SBO can do 3 in a row. Gotcha, which page pick last? 402. What was implemented to support the conductor duty to ease the train's general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for the guest. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all that information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manuals. Those answers feel far too specific to be guessed. And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a little suspicious, even if true. But he did answer all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading, after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... SBO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. And we have evidence to back that up. Four Tails? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Four Tails, think. What could put... So, Rouge. Shadow's lock? Please pray tell what anything do. We're up, Four Tails. Argument together. Yes, Shadow went here through here. Rouge went through here. There we go, almost didn't make that. Shadow walked through the library car to get the saloon car where he set the original high score of the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating him. It wasn't the high score long. Crocs are natural gamers. SBO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentioned that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SBO was fully seated reading the book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and SBO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book and I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of the doors opening and locking couldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending an argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow's locked all the doors so no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Fourtails. One that I would love for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved in my book that I didn't notice Shadow pass through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's on to something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? Oh. Only thing I can think of is Espio turned invisible, because he can turn invisible. So I'm gonna join Tails. No, I can't interrupt. Tails is onto something. I'll let him continue with the line of questioning, and Fourtails, my favorite and beloved employee, please protect the passengers aboard the train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old feeble soul to get sued. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails, we have a piece of evidence that can answer our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? Guess in the library map. Okay. Yeah, a little tricky. Library map. Oh, I see. See the exits? Okay. They're right across from each other. A straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen each other. Looks like you'll have a point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been sitting for Shadow to not notice him? Guess right here. Interesting, that's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned to the saloon from the saloon car, Espio was sitting in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen each other from this spot because the bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. Jump. Welcome back. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping desperate talent, despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all your questions. We did another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through there earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio. Fell asleep on Xbox. Been being told to go... I'm being told me to go to bed. Why do I need to go to bed? It's only 8... It's not even 8:30. Give him heck, and if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. Our murderer is on the loose. While doors keep getting locked, tick-tock, tick-tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Four Tails, let's get this. Let's going next. Coming. You sure we don't want to stay here and get great books longer? Look at all these great books a little longer. Mystery calls. Okay, the investigation continues. Casino car. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Rouge, there you are. I have a lot to say to you. We've visited every train car so far, and everyone said they've seen you wandering about. It's high time you told us why. My, talk about a warm welcome. Quick to point, aren't we, darling? And I see you've brought the Microwave Master with you. Please don't tell me that'll be my legacy. Tails is right. Folks have brought you up a lot. Care to explain? Tell him, Rouge. We're gonna need the help. Blaze? Alright, I've been hunting for a treasure rumored to be stored here on the train. Treasure? They certainly didn't tell me about a treasure in the interview. Since I'm part business tycoon, part purveyor of fine collectibles, I knew I had to find it. Tell him what it is, Rouge. Well, alright. It's a Fabergé chow egg. Wow, that does sound extravagant. But please tell me you accepted Amy's birthday invitation please don't tell me you only accepted Amy's birthday invitation to find that egg. A woman can have multiple goals. I gave Amy her birthday present already, so everything's well taken care of. She wrote me in on it to hunt immediately. I stayed here while she searched her train for cars for clues. I deduced that the Fabergé chow egg is here in this train, locked in the safe. Wait, so the treasure is real? It's actually here? What did you manage to find, Rouge? Oh, well, why don't you both take a look? I found the train's blueprints in a library car, with a safe code written right on it. The score of a lifetime. Train's blueprints? Please, Rouge, let me see that. Finders keepers, sweetheart. There's a problem. We need your assistance. What kind of problem? The elevator behind the security guard leads us right to the room holding the Fabergé chow egg, but we're not getting anywhere without the guard's access card. We need a plan to get the card to use the elevator. Any chance of success grows with everyone's help. So you want us to help you steal the Fabergé chow egg? Blaze, you don't have a problem with this? I see no issue here. Sounds like a fine business venture. Her lore card must be influencing her decisions here. Either that or breaking the rules must be refreshing for a princess. Four Tails, do you have any opinion on this? Stealing is for squares. I think the only square here is you, Microwave Master. I must admit, that wasn't the coolest thing I've ever heard someone say. No, my cool, mysterious reputation, it's crumbling. Alright, I mean, I'll help. Well, I suppose if Blaze and Four Tails are in. Okay, let's get that Fabergé Chow Egg. That's the ticket. Happy to have you both on the team. Now, we must plan. Oh gosh. Oh boy, what have we got ourselves into? Access to the Fabergé Chow Egg room is behind a locked elevator door. The security guard has access to the door. Do we... Wait. I like the little stick figure drawings. Oh. Attack the guard, bribe the guard, distract the guard. Distract the guard, perfect. We're all charming enough for that to work. That was actually a really nice thing to say. Four Tails, is everything okay? I've never seen you smile like that. Seems to don't know how to take a compliment. If I'm going to be in a casino, my poker face needs to work. Okay, who's distracting the security guard? Blaze. You can distract security guard, Blaze. In my life, I've never let a single person down. I won't falter. Great. Her voice is so stoic. I have chills. Well, I trust her. Moving on. What's the distraction? Pretend the claw machine is stuck. Push a bunch of poker chips on the floor. Ask a chow about their partner and kids. Claw machine. Who put a claw machine in the casino? This'll work great as a distraction. Let's continue our plan. With the guard distracted, Rouge will how you access the grab them and fly to rafter, ask them for the card. Pick their pocket. I'll snatch the access card key, no problem. The child in uniform won't notice a thing. Excellent. We can count on you, Rouge. Try not to take anything else from them if you can help it. No promises. With the card obtained, we need to get Blaze out of here. Four Tails, what's your plan? Say there's a drink without a coaster. Push security guard over. Drink without a coaster. Absolutely vile. I can't think of anything worse. Despite despicable, I could never allow such a thing in my kingdom. The guard will go running immediately, I'm sure of it. Great, and with the guard distracted, we all head to the elevator. And just like that, we all make it to the elevator. Inside, we sing a Victory Acapella, pop an apple cider. Victory Acapella. No, that's a proper victory. Oh no, one last security measure we didn't account for. What do you do about the mechanical arms attacking from the ceiling? High five each of them. The end of those arms are claws. I'm not touching them. My high fives aren't even given out willy-nilly or cherished. I don't think it hits the spot. Okay. Okay. Time in one big knot. Shoes don't have laces. Tie. Well, no. We gotta. I'm gonna say. Okay, I guess. Tails disabled. I wanted to have a funny thing. I should be able to disengage them this time. We'll need to lead nicely on the next question. Oh no, Tails is taking a while with the arms and tightening their grip. Cry and hope they sympathize. Imagine you're not in pain. Pretend there's nothing wrong. Tails managed to do it. Darlings, I'm happy to say this plan is perfect. If everyone's ready, time for to execute. I'm ready, let's begin. Alright, let's see what happens to what's up the elevator. Oh gosh, that's a lot of vaults. I knew the plan would go off without a hitch. We couldn't have made it this far without you both. You have my gratitude. Our planning beforehand was very thorough, I must admit, and it was executed for perfection. Enough chatter, we need to claim our real prize. I have the safe code here right on the blueprints. Let's claim the Fabergé Chow Egg. This one? What could possibly be storing in all these? This casino car, suppose it's all expensive gems and gold, maybe rings too. Rings? What can those... You can find those lying around in grass. that's of no interest to us. Let's focus on the real prize, shall we? Right, we gotta find the safe with the shower. Okay, I was just like, okay, let's see our options here. The question has to be a safe for our treasure. Enter the code on the blueprints and find out, Rouge. On it. Sweetheart, let's see, 2304 April 1st, 2023. Oh wow. It's here. I have it. It's pretty. Alright, before anyone sees us, let's get out of here. Hold on, kiddo. We can't be so hasty. You truly think that all there is the egg? No further secrets whatsoever? Rouge, spit it out. What are you hiding? Only 3 of these eggs were ever made, each hiding their own individual secret. No one knows the secret because anyone who opened one of these has never lived to tell the tale. You can open the egg? You sure can, and all you will bear witness to its secret. Rouge, I don't know if we should. All you need to do is twist it. It's a bomb. Uh-oh. Rouge, has no one lived to tell the egg's secret? Because the egg is a bomb? I think you're onto something, kid. It sure sounds like a bomb. We need to dispose of that egg now. Dispose of it after all the hard work? Rouge! Fine, fine, but what do we do? Where do we put this thing? It's an excellent question. What do we do with the bomb? Oh gosh. Fish. Okay, gosh. Toss the egg down the elevator. Lock it in safe. Twist it. Eat the egg. Take one out for team. Open it. Cut the wires. Have Blake set the egg on fire. Smash the egg against the wall. Let Kels cool it down with his tails. Let Rouge kiss the egg. Tell the egg to stop. Chaos control the egg away. Let the finish ticking. See what happens. Flip the egg upside down. Rock the egg to sleep. Okay, throw it. Lock it safe. Quick, put the egg back in the room. Okay. Tails is safe. Unlock door. Okay. I obviously am. Okay, there's no other buttons or dials I'm supposed to do. We don't have time to mess with this. Think of something else. Twist egg again. Great idea. Stop, that's clearly not working. Let's see something else. What do you mean by this? No red wire, blue wire, cut the... You gotta cut one, like the movies? This isn't what movies for, Tails. This is real life. It's got a good point. Tell the egg to stop. Stop. That did nothing. I can't believe it just did that. Let's finish. It's saying, what if it just blows up? We need to dispose of the bomb. That's our goal. Listen, I get that, but what if the egg isn't a bomb? Wait, that's right. Four Tails, I think you're onto something. What's that? What's right? Spit it out, kiddo. We don't have time. Sorry, it's just Espio did say something intriguing when we quizzed him about the train's manual. Sorry, okay, well, it's still there. Okay, what if efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms during an event responsible for cleaning anything trash mess up afterwards. The robotic arms can also detect weapons and explosives being brought onto the train. Okay, so it's not a bomb. It's just a kitchen timer. These robotic arms that attacked us in the elevator seem to have a lot of functions on the train. If a bomb was brought onto the train disguised as a Fabergé Chow egg, the arms would have detected it and wouldn't have allowed it on. The only other person who would know the comings and goings of the train is the conductor, and he surely wouldn't allow such a thing either. If we're out of options, I think we should just wait and see what happens. Okay, we wait. Okay. They get opened. It's hollow. It's not a bomb. You both really were onto something. My, well that's one way to get heart racing. I'm completely relieved. My hunch was right, thankfully. Ian, look what's inside. Oh my goodness, a bejeweled chow. Oh, I should have done that. I should have tried all the options. Oh well. Wow, look at that sparkle. And it's so heavy too. The final secret to the Fabergé chow egg is a chow covered in gems. It's perfect, it's exquisite, it's revolutionary. Is she drooling over a sparkly ornament? Though I must admit, it is stunning. You said no one lived to see lived to tell the Fabergé chow egg secret. Wonder why, if the egg wasn't a bomb. Because they weren't as tough as us, I don't know, who cares. What a precious treasure, a beauty to behold. Maybe they naturally died of old age and just kept the secret with them. As much fun as it's been, we should really get out of here before we're spotted. Good call, let's go. No one seems to suspect anything, and the security guard is back at their post. Hopefully they subdued the drink coaster fiend, okay? Thank you both for your assistance. That hunt was exactly the thrill I was seeking. Stealing was strangely fun, but I prefer to never do it again. Now Rouge. Rouge? She's completely absorbed in a bedazzled chow. What is it, darling? What about those blueprints and what you've done with them? Maybe we could take a look. Well, I appreciate your assistance, as I said, finders keepers. I'll need them a little longer in case I missed any other treasures, but I promise to let you take a peek later. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I'm sure you get it, sweetheart. You can't just add sweetheart at the end of the sentence to make things better, but I don't think there's any reasoning with her. She's more powerful than me. Well, we'll get out of your way then, for now. We have a murder mystery to attend to. Before you go, Shadow gave me and Rouge one of these. He passed through here earlier. Let me unlock the door and see if we can go forward. You know, we've had a lot of people mention you, Rouge, but we also have just as much suspicion about Shadow. He's unpredictable, that one. Good luck to you. The door's unlocked. Both of you stay safe, and thanks. Will do. Come on, Four Tails. Let's head out. Gotcha. The mystery continues. That's Dr. Eggman's logo. I suppose he does deal with a lot of casinos. He's an evil scientist that's always caused trouble for us in Sonic. Every poker chip I've personally seen has had Eggman's mug on it, so I'm not too surprised to see it here. That's fair. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised then. Dr. Eggman's built a lot of casinos to run around in, but I've never actually sat down to play for fun. Play blackjack? I don't know how to play that. It's easy, let me show you. Four Tails, simply do not have time. We must avenge Sonic. Probably a good point. Should we give the slot machine a try? Let's play slots. Alright, give me big money, big money! Well, I lost. Do you want to try again? No, move on. I respect your resistance. Thanks. Ready to get going? Let's find Shadow. Let's do it. Lounge car. Oh, I like this room. Now, it's as good as time as any... I'll clean my pockets. I know you won't talk, but I know exactly why you've been locking those doors. It's hard to get a word in if you talk over me. I have my reasons. No reasons is convincing enough. It's inconceivable what you did. Hey, what's going on? I see you made it here, Tails, but I didn't expect the Iron Chef as well. We'll see what you say when you microwave chili dog. We'll see what you say when your microwave chili dog is delicious. I'd also like to know why you've been locking doors throughout the train, Shadow. Well, it seems Amy already knows, so ask her. I'm not saying a thing. You lot will have to tell me why. Now, if you could leave me be, I have an appointment coming up. An appointment? Who wants to meet him? Well, Fourtails, it seems like Shadow isn't going to talk. Let's do some investigating. Alright, ready to find some answers, Tails? Indubitably, my dear friend. Alrighty. Fourtails, could you open the wardrobe, please? Sure. What is the Wait, is there a reason you want me to do it? What if something falls out, or worse, something leaps out? I just think you should do it. Open wardrobe for Tails. Alright, watch pro. Cough. All that dust you just opened up the door way too fast. It blew everywhere. Okay. Amy's here. Hey, it's the Big Chow Band. Play us a ditty. They don't miss. There's Chow's understand music. Okay, if you say so. Oh, keys. Keyring? Must be Shadow's the locksmith. Interesting, there's only 2 keys. Figured a locksmith would have a bunch. Wanna take it? Yeah, let's take it. Forgot that Shadow was the locksmith. They told us about this in my interview. The lounge has a computer complete with the internet access for casual browsing. How lovely. Seems convenient. It is. A shame to be on a computer and missing those gorgeous views, though. I feel like if you're using the computer here, you must really need to use it. Seems the printer is hooked up to the computer. Can we print something? Sonic sings somewhere, but printer's surprisingly tricky to use. Tricky? Yeah, the user interface isn't very clear, but I won't let it stump me. Oh my gosh. And here you go. Yep, this is exactly what I asked for. Quietly set this back on the printer. Can I print the other one? Sonic Rogabout. Oh, a shark. Okay, trash can, come on. Are you gonna be sad again if there's nothing in the trash bin? There's always something in the trash bin. Alright, let's check trash bin. What's this? Something printed out on the front page of a ticket website. Is this for... It's for the band Hot Honey. Interesting. Hot Honey is one of Amy's favorite bands. Who cares what it is? Let's add it to our inventory. Are we sure this isn't just trash? I'll let you have this. There's always success if you have check the trash bin. Oh, I love it. Okay, Amy. Glad that you finally caught up. Surprised it took you so long to get here. I thought you wanted to save Sonic. We've been thorough. Do you have any clues for us? Just a hot tip, but all will be revealed in due time. I think I'll be shedding a big light on the whole case. Could you please tell us? No way, journalist reporter Amy Rose is always first to reveal a scoop. When you're ready to challenge Shadow, talk to him, then I'll be ready. I'm so curious what it is. She seems so confident. We'll hold you to it. Can I take your order? No, I'm not ordering a single thing until I get my birthday cake. Cake first, dinner after. Otherwise, I'll get full on dinner and won't have any cake. You have your priorities. I respect that. Makes sense. Okay, can't move until I enter two. Okay. Do we have anything else? Ah! Tails, do you see this? Full string. Fourtails. What? It's gotta activate something. What the back of the wardrobe opened. There's a full passageway back here. Come on, let's have to see what it leads. He's curious. This must mean something big. Goes to the library. There's a secret passage from the lounge to the library. I don't believe it. Shh, quick, back through the passage before they spot us. We need to add that to our inventory. Huh. Let me find enough clues. Let's interrogate Shadow and find out what really happened. Why did you come over here? There's nothing I can help you with. I ask you to leave me be. That stare's so cold. You know, maybe we will get out of here, actually. Four Tails, we certainly will not. Can I take your order? I'll take you up on that coffee. I'll be back in the when I'm back in the dining car, I'll whip you right up. Coffee on a train. There's no better combination. Some marshmallows could make it perfect. Sure. It took every muscle in his body to agree with Tails. Okay. Shadow, we have questions for you. Will you three get out? I'm busy. As I said, I have an appointment to attend to. Sorry, but this is important. Shadow, we've questioned everyone on this train, and every single person has mentioned running into you. You've been locking every door in this train, and I know why. Pray tell, why was I locking all the doors? Time to reveal my hot tip. Hope everyone's ready for the scoop found by yours truly. We're ready. According to the map, the next car is the conductor's car, where Sonic was stationed. This door, right here in the lounge, is the only way that leads to the conductor's car following. So, Shadow is locking all the doors for one reason and one reason alone. To keep Sonic from escaping the conductor's car. So you think Shadow was trapping Sonic? I sure do. He locked the conductor's car when Sonic and all the others... Then locked all the others so one lock door wasn't suspicious. Pure conjecture. You all get out and leave me be. Well, my source can back up these claims. They will remain anonymous, but I think the point stands. My source claims that they never saw Sonic again after he went through the conductor's car. Why? Because he was trapped. He couldn't leave the conductor's car. The reckless speculation. Is it logic sound, though? Was Shadow trapping Sonic? I'll play along and follow this train of logic, Amy. If Shadow did lock the door to the conductor's car, imprisoning Sonic, then how was Sonic found in the dining car? Exactly. I think Four Tails and I can explain the car change, however. Four Tails, what evidence do we have that shows Sonic could have gotten to the dining car? Well, we got this door. Okay, let me get my thoughts in order. I don't know how I made that jump, but I did. Four Tails and I found a hidden passage in the wardrobe that leads right to the library car. What? A secret passage? So someone could have used the passage, snuck through the library car, walked past the distracted boys playing arcade, and safely arrived in a dining car. Excellent work, Four Tails. This adjusts my theory a bit. So Shadow murdered Sonic in the conductor car, but then thought the crime scene being so close to his station was suspicious. Shadow picked up Sonic, locked the doors of the construction car on his way out, and dropped the body off of the dining car. Are you officially accusing Shadow of murder? I am, but of course this is only a theory. I don't have any evidence to back this up, other than my hot scoop. Ha, seems Tails and I were more thorough than you. If Shadow's not going to talk, then I'll humor you once again. If Shadow traveled through the hidden passage and appeared in the library car, then how did Espio and Vector not see him? Well, I suppose it would have been hard to sneak around two people. Four Tails, do you have any guesses? Well, Espio and Vector didn't see Shadow because Espio was reading. I believe Espio was reading in a book behind a bookshelf at a table reading. Espio reading at a library checks out. That's what he told me too. He's lying. What? What was that, Shadow? I was completely obliterated. When I completely obliterated Knuckles and Vector at that whatever game, I left the saloon car. I spent some time looking for Espio, but he was not there. He was not in the library car. Like, I'd believe you. You're currently my number one suspect. Why were you even searching for Espio, huh? If you must know, I needed to give him a key. As if, why would a locksmith give away his keys? Shadow's been giving away a lot of keys, actually. Everyone but us seems to have one. It's true. Everyone's been able to unlock the next door for us. I didn't know that. Shadow's been passing out keys? Perhaps. Four Tails and I can further validate Shadow's claims. We can do what? Four Tails, what evidence supports Shadow's claim that he was giving keys away? That feels good. Now to get my thoughts in order. Shoot. There we go. There's only one reason that there's exactly 2 keys left on the keyring. Those 2 keys Shadow meant to give Espio and Vector. No way. Well, what of his own key? Couldn't one of those be for him? I have my own key on me. Interesting. So let's say Shadow's telling the truth, then what? If Shadow didn't murder Sonic and bring him to the dining car, that would possibly reason... Then what possible reason would he have for locking all the doors? She's right, her theory is strong. Tails and I clearly haven't presented any possibilities. Is Shadow really innocent in Sonic's murder? I think Four Tails and I know exactly why Shadow was locking all the doors. Why does he keep including me, too? First, Amy, I have a question for you. Has everyone today given you a birthday present? Oh, most everyone has. Yeah, everyone's been so sweet. Shadow and Sonic haven't given you anything yet, but that's okay. Just them being here is enough. Understood. Thank you, Amy. Four Tails? Oh, yes, Tails. I have a theory, but I need a piece of evidence to support it. You know, we know Shadow walked through every train car locking that exist. Locking the exits. Wow, I can't read. And he gave everyone stationed in the cars a key, except for me and you, and Amy. That's right, the conductor gave Amy her birthday key, not Shadow. So why would he lock all the doors and not give us a key? Want to keep us away? Was Shadow locking all the doors to keep us away? Not us, Four Tails. I'm making a leap here, but stick with me. I think Shadow was trying to keep Amy away. What? Excuse me? Shadow would never do that. It's my birthday. You know it's my birthday, right? Don't you, Shadow? How dare Four Tails, show me your evidence. If Shadow was trying to keep me away, prove it. You've been so thorough, or whatever. What proof do you have? Okay. Four Tails, or Tails thinks, Shadow was trying to keep, just Amy away. Why? What evidence shows? Okay, that would be this. That feels right. Phew, just organize my thoughts. Whoops. Dear Lord, I'm getting barely on some of these. You went rooting through my trash? Huh? What is that? We found this in the trash bin next to your printer. It's a banned ticket website. Tails, don't. This is a Hot Honey's website? No way, I love them. Hot Honey? It's the band I'm currently obsessed with. Jeremy B is my current favorite. All the members have B after their names. Yes, isn't it cute? I haven't gone to any of their shows yet to see them. Their tickets are really hard to get. You have to be ready online at a specific time, and they sell out in minutes. So the question becomes, why was this paper found in the train car Shadow was stationed in? Watch yourself, Fox. The situation becoming much clearer. I don't know how Tails figured things out so soon, but I see where he's heading. Print out the Hot Honey's band ticket website exists because... What? Shadow, is this true? Are you trying to get me concert tickets for my birthday? I've done a poor job hiding the surprise, it seems. Yes, I'm trying to get you concert tickets for your birthday. Shadow. I used that printer earlier and found it to be difficult to manage. When logging onto the website, did you print the homepage by accident? Yes, that's exactly what happened. I'm not fantastic in computers, admittedly. I can't believe this. After I accused you of murder. Spill everything, Shadow. The cat's out of the bag. I want to know everything. Fine, the surprise is ruined anyway. Probably our fault there. Sorry. That's a detective's job, I suppose. When I arrived on the train, I realized everyone else had a gift except for me. Worried for my social status, I immediately began brainstorming ideas on Saw the Computer. I remembered Amy have never seen Hot Honey live and looked it up. That's when I accidentally printed the homepage. The concert tickets weren't actually on sale, I realized, but would be available soon. Is that the appointment you keep speaking of? The time you were able to actually buy the concert tickets? Precisely. I haven't purchased the tickets yet. I knew I had to keep Amy away while I waited to buy tickets, so I began locking all the doors. But for the safety of everyone, I handed out the keys so that they could get in and out, telling them not to let anyone through. It didn't work. Amy still managed to get through here somehow. It's because the conductor gave me this. It's a key that opens up any door on the train. I got through every locked door with ease. The plan's fatal flaw, the birthday key. I should have guessed. It's a well-known privilege. Shadow, your gesture's so sweet. After I accuse you too. How about this? Let's buy the tickets later, and to make it up to you, you can come with me. I don't know if too late. It's happening. I can't wait. It's going to show of lifetime. Happy birthday, Amy. I expect lots of pictures from the concert, you two. Seems the mystery of Shadow's locked doors has finally reached the end. I blame my source for all this. That wasn't a hot tip at all, leading me to believe Shadow's behind everything. My credibility as a journalist reporter down the drain. Amy, I am curious. Who is your source of your big scoop? I would like to know this as well. Sorry, strictly confidential. My credibility may be shot, but my principles must stay intact. I have a strong feeling I know exactly who your source is. But we need to investigate one last area, the conductor's car. I'll come with you. I love to know who's been dragging my name through the mud. And I'll join as well. Time to see things through the end. We're more than happy to both. Fourtails, I hate to say it, but I believe our investigation is finally coming to a close. The pieces are coming together. The full picture's coming clearer and clearer. Let's end this, Tails. We'll pin down Sonic's murder for good. Right on then, let's do it. So I'm pretty sure it's Espio at this point. It's now or never. Oh, there's just a big old spring seat. Should really sort out my evidence before I continue. In my short time working on this train, I haven't visited the conductor's car yet. Feels empty. Wait, where's the conductor? That's odd, I haven't seen him throughout the train at all. Last we saw him was when he left the dining car. Something clearly happened here. Nothing we can't figure out. Come on, time to investigate. Let's crack on. So obviously this is something. Did this fall over when the train sped up? Not sure. Wait. What's it say on the mug? A cup of joe in your hand. Wife by your side. Paradise. Alright. We get it. He loves his wife. Microphone. We can talk to the whole train with this. Should we say something? Starts beatboxing. If you could hear this, your armpits stink. You're reaching the microphone. If you could hear this, your armpits stink. My armpit clearly do not. They're clean. I'm sure they are, Tails. Was just being silly. Perhaps not the audience for that kind of joke. Trash kid! You know I'm alright. I don't need to check the trash kid. You're satisfied to finding a clue here before, huh? I know they say always check the trash bin, but I'm good. I'll go out on a high note. Wow, the conductor looks so young in this uniform. He's been here a long time. After 32 years, he's told me he's finally retiring. He said he's heading to Spagonia with his wife. I hope they have a great time. 32 years is a long time. I wish them a lot of happiness. May any future sorrow be fleeting. Yes, I wish that too. This robot arm has been completely torn off. How creepy. The arm is powerful. It'd be tough to break through its grip. A lot of people have the strength to tear us off, but the question is why? A confrontation definitely occurred in this room. We have to log this. Aye, aye, sir. I noticed the screens throughout the entire train. Yeah, they used to show information and advertisements. They're nice. They're nice. The picture is really clear. I would watch a full movie on one. I saw a slide on that one said, "Happy birthday, Amy." That was so cute. The next ad was a nasal medication. It was kind of a little jarring though. The high quality screens probably didn't do that ad any favors. Not at all, perhaps too much detail. Okay. Make sure. Didn't realize these robotic arms could also drive the train. Yeah, but they can't access every function on the train like the conductor can. Did they teach you how to drive it? Oh no, just to work the microwave. I recognize some of these functions. Maybe I could drive the train. I would completely trust you to drive the train. Same, actually. It's true, I could drive this train flawlessly. Oh, guys. Oh, man. It's a large one. Seems at least one person could fit through. Not a problem for me, but I'm not sure how you would get up there. Wait, why wouldn't it be a problem for you? Oh, the tails, right. 4 tails, Okay. Isn't it odd we haven't seen the conductor since the dining room car? I figured he'd had to drive the train the entire time. I guess it's the same, but the train's quick speed is odd, and we currently don't know where he is. I hope he's alright. Sorry. Admittedly, I do miss his laugh. Before we talk to Amy, I think we should keep looking around. Oh, good call. What are we missing? Oh, screwdriver. What's a dart? It's not a throwing dart, that's a blow dart. Someone brought a weapon onto the train. That shouldn't be possible. Tails is right. The train detects any weapons on passengers before letting them on board. Let's make a note of this. Load our inventory. I think I found enough clues. Talk to Amy and solve this once and for all. Well, you two, what do you think? Do you think we have enough evidence to call everyone here? It's high time we named our suspect. What do you think, Four Tails? Ready to solve this case? Hello, everyone. This is the birthday girl speaking. Please report to Conductor Car at once. Wonderful to have you all here. Tails and I are ready to announce the prime suspect, with assistance from Four Tails. Why hasn't Sonic shown up? Vector? Real quick, can you come with me to get Sonic? He must still be pretending to be dead, lazy bum. Ready, let's go get him. Let me tell you, darlings, this has been a delight. A delight? The air in here is so intense. I love it. Nothing like the thrill of a mystery. The train has so many amenities. I feel so catered to. Admittedly, I've been having a lot of fun myself. The amusement of the chase. I see why you're a detective outside of this mystery, Espio. You and I love a good thrill, it seems. But on this train, I am but a humble poet. I'd be willing to do an event like this again. It says there's a train does escape rooms as well. I love escape rooms, count me in. I'm glad everyone's having a good time. Maybe we can ride a train just to relax sometime. Yeah, that'd be fun too. What in the world? That's Amy's voice. Quick, where's Amy? Sonic actually dead? He's not responding to us. Sonic? Sonic? What, is he hurt? Why isn't he moving? Sonic? Sonic, can you hear us? He's banged up. If there is a pulse, it's weak. Set him down, Vector. Make sure his head's propped up. I'll sure help. I'll help you. Well, I can't read. I knew one of you would take this too far. Oh, she's got her hammer out. Which one of you did this to Sonic? On my birthday, no less. Could one of us really have done this? There's no one else here, Knuckles. So I ask again, which one of you did this? Is this inexcusable? Sonic's hurt. This is inexcusable. Sonic's hurt. I'm going to expose the monster who did this. Tails is not having that. I thought Sonic could handle anything, but somehow he met his match. I'm going to help get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Me too. Same. We're going to figure exactly what happened in this room and punish the one responsible. Sonic. He really was hurt this whole time, and I did nothing. I'm righting my wrong. I must take down the murderer. Tails. Four Tails. I have a big question to ask. Who in this room did this? Who killed Sonic the Hedgehog? Well, I don't think anyone actually hurt him, but I think who was the murderer in the case was Espio. You were the one to murder Sonic, weren't you? I did no such thing, my young friend, but if it's a battle of wits you wish, I will just love to discuss. Let's discuss. What the? You're accusing Espio? We already talked about this. The man was reading. You have nothing. Reinstating Espio's alibi would be helpful for everyone, I think. Espio was locked in the library reading. He only had access to the saloon car during the murder. However, new evidence has come to light that needs to be addressed. New evidence. Oh, that's right. Four Tails, can you fill everyone in? What did we find brings Espio's alibi? Vector been acting protective. We discovered a hidden passage. Espio could have left the library at any time because Tails and I found a hidden passage from the library car to the lounge car. In the lounge car, the hidden passage exits between the wardrobe. I feel lucky we even found it. Not only would Espio avoid any locked doors, but that would have put him in the car just before this one. You have no evidence I used any secret passage. I answered all questions without flaw. I was reading the entire time, remember? It's true you didn't miss a question, but I think Fourtails and I can explain that too. Fourtails? How did Espio know everything in the train manual he was reading? Ninja like him, speed reads. He's a poet, he's a quick reader. Espio's a ninja. He's fluent in 17 different languages and remarkably disciplined. What are you getting at? You picked a random book off the shelf and memorized it, just to guarantee yourself a clean alibi. What? That's absurd. Memorizing a whole book? I know this is a talented bunch, but that seems like a lot. I don't know. It is plausible. Espio is particularly skilled. I've known Espio a long time. He once speed read a book and I was reading just to spoil the ending for me. If I'm right, and Espio quickly memorized a book before entering the hidden passage, then Espio could have met Sonic in the conductor car where he was murdered. Since we're only talking in what ifs, let me throw something at you. How was I to know about the hidden passage? It's hidden. That's right. How could Espio have known about it was there? You said it for yourself, kid. You were lucky to even find the passage. Fourtails and I might not have the evidence to answer that question, but I do know someone who does. Who here has evidence to prove Espio was hidden in the passage? Rouge. We need those blueprints. Blueprints? You stole blueprints? Whatever, I already used it to scout more treasures, came up cold. You can have it. Blueprints are added to your inventory. This right here is a blueprint to the entire train. Espio could have easily used it to find the hidden passage. What makes you think I ever saw those blueprints? Rouge had them. Well, Fourtails, do you think you can have an answer for him? How could Espio have seen those blueprints? Espio swiped them from the conductor. Espio found them before Rouge did. Rouge, where did you find these blueprints? In the library car. It was stuffed between the brochures. I checked the saloon car first and found the blueprints after leaving. So that means Espio had time to find the blueprints and discover the hidden passage. In my theory, Espio looked at the blueprints and then used the hidden passage to get to Sonic. Within Amy's guidelines, the murderer can kill a single participant however they choose. The logistics are still vague, but Fourtails and I have evidence on how Sonic was murdered. I'm unsure how much harm Espio caused Sonic, but Fourtails and I have evidence on how it was done. Oh, this is rich. Pray tell. If I murdered Sonic, how did I do it? Blow dart. Okay, now I found my argument. Come on, focus. You're close, Fourtails. What would Sonic do? Oh god. What? Okay, let me try again. I didn't expect that. Okay. Oh, not enough rings. Crap. It's okay, let me try again. Okay, now they know what's going on. Fully. Crap. Or I just fail completely. We still don't know where the conductor is either. Oh crap. I would add enough rings too. Please just give me unlimited tries, at least I can see. There we go. This blow dart was found here in the conductor's room. I believe Espio used this to knock Sonic unconscious. So you mean Sonic might have just been knocked out? I'm unsure. He's more banged up than what a blow dart would do. According to Amy's rules, a blow dart counts as a kill for the murder mystery. My theory, therefore, is plausible. Plausible, you say? Then why are there so many holes in it? You deny the allegations? Of course I do. Let me present the first fatal flaw. If I knocked out Sonic in the conductor's car, then how was Sonic found in the dining car? Ah, shoot, that's a good point, but Tails was on something. I'm sure of it. I locked all the doors and Espio didn't have a key. He wouldn't have had the time to take... He wouldn't have had to take the hidden passage... He would have had to take the hidden passage back. If he took the hidden passage back, he'd end up in the library. Four Tails and I know another way that he could have done it. We do? What piece of evidence do we have to take a closer look at? This? I don't think that's the right direction. Nope. Alright, blueprint. We're getting close. Think, Four Tails, think. Shoot. Shoot. Oh, just one string off. Big oof. Okay, we can do this one. Oh, shoot. That was a stupid move. There we go. Alright, let's take a look. If Espio didn't take the secret passage and to get to the dining car, then what route would he have to take to get to Sonic there? There's a path above the conductor car, and it goes all the way to the dining car. Huh? I didn't even see that area. Is that some sort of long attic? According to these blueprints, there's a hidden path in the ceiling that leads straight to the dining car. Perhaps you can access it through the vent over there. The vent, of course. That must be the entrance to the path. Allow me to check it out. My word! There's a path back here, and a track. A track? A track for a robot arm, I think. That must be the path the arms take to get through the train. So you're saying I somehow fit with Sonic in that vent and took him in the dining car? Tails, you're a smart kid. So I know you realize we both couldn't fit up there. Espio's right, this is kind of flimsy, Tails. I need an answer. My name's getting dragged around here. How on earth would I get Sonic through that vent? Phew, now to think about my argument. You can do this, Four Tails. You can do this. Go to bed. Why is everyone telling me go to bed? It's 9 o'clock. I'm keeping an eye on the time. 9:30 almost. You know I don't go to bed till like 10:30. Ah. Because it's funny. Ah, crap. I missed the rings in the beginning. Just need one more. I'm being disobedient. What do you mean? I'm my own person. I live by myself. I don't need to listen to nobody. Everyone saw the broken robot arm on the ground, right? Clearly a fight broke out here, and one of these robot arms was a casualty. But what if one of the robot arms actually caught Sonic? Knuckles said there's a track to the robot arms used continuously through the vent. And Mom's being a goat. Okay, bye. Robot arm could have grabbed Sonic and grabbed Sonic passed out from the blow dart and carried him to the dining car. Could that be true? Take a look at Sonic. He's clearly banged up. Could the fight have been between Sonic and the robot arm? I can see that. Those arms do look powerful. Sonic doesn't fall easily, but if he's woozy from a blow dart, then the arms could have gotten him. Interesting theory, Tails. But you have to admit these are a lot of coincidences. I might not be able to link everything directly to Espio yet, but I have found one inconsistency. What kind of inconsistency? Someone here received false information, and I believe that information came from Espio. Who received that information? Amy Rose. Amy, you received a hot scoop, did you not? I think it's time you told us where the scoop came from. Tails, you're right. Espio lied to me. Espio told me Shadow was locking the doors to trap Sonic. But we found out Shadow was lying to keep me from discovering my birthday surprise. That scoop came from you, Espio. No, of course not. Amy must have misheard me. Misheard you? Yes, I said, Sonic's going to get trapped with all these locked doors. I was just looking out for my fellow passenger's safety. I didn't blame Shadow. I don't know, Espio. What? The evidence might not be airtight, but there's a lot being thrown at you to make sense. I have to agree. You want us to believe you were lazily reading a book the whole time? While you were stationed in the room with a hidden passage? And now you're lying to me on my birthday of all days? She's got her hammer. I believe the murderer used the train controls to move Sonic from the conductor car to the dining car, and lied to Amy, casting further blame on Shadow for no other reason than to cause doubt and confusion. When examining everyone's alibis, one clearly stands out as the weakest. I believe it's clear to everyone that only could be one person. I like that picture. It was you, Espio. You were the one who murdered Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic's awake! Hey guys! Sonic, you're okay! Sonic, and just as we solved the mystery, Espio was the murderer. Right. Espio jumped me in the conductor car. Dang it, you got me. A blow dart gun though? Really? It's non-lethal poison. You'll just be sleepy for a while. Great, I could use a nap. No wait, there's something important. Espio left me there. Something important? I need everyone to listen. The train's a badnik. Sonic, are you feeling alright? Do you need to lie back down? No, we all need to get off this train. We're not safe. What? I arrived at the conductor car. The conductor was already here. He was so excited to tell me about the features of the train, but what he was telling me, I had a bad feeling. I asked to see the power source. The conductor hadn't seen it yet. When we took a look, we realized the train's powered by a flicky. A flicky? The tiny animal? There's only one person twisted enough to use a flicky as a power source. I thought he was about to say he passed it from a stomachache. Dr. Eggman. I told the conductor the train needed to be destroyed. He refused. The way the conductor was describing it, it was more than a simple bagnick. It's the conductor's friend. The train is his co-conductor. You're not serious. They certainly didn't tell me that in the interview. Right as I saw the flicky, I felt a sting in my shoulder. It was the blow dart from Espio. Espio left. Then the lights in the room started to glow red. I don't like how the hands look. Hey, stop what you're doing. I knew something was wrong and I stood up. The arms came at me. I spin dashed right through the robot arm and sliced it off the rail it was on. Wow, I'm amazed you were able to do anything on this poisoned. But another robot arm managed to grab me and pin me down to the floor. Ah! that was terrible, I know. The conductor screamed as the arms approached him, but I was hit quite a bit after it all got me. Oh no. Everyone, I have something to admit. I murdered Sonic the Hedgehog. Sorry. Yeah, we already knew that. The situation has gotten so serious. Why would you not just tell us? I thought that's how these murder games worked. You shoot someone with a blow dart and they die. Are you crazy? It's just make-believe game. No one should even get hit with a blow dart. I was just following the rules. See? Use this blow dart on Sonic stationed at the conduction car. It is laced with a non-lethal sleeping agent. Thank you for choosing the Mirage Express staff. What is that? It says use this blow dart. Okay. Thank you again for choosing the Mirage Express staff. What is this? Instructions? I was given the blow dart along with the card. It's signed staff. Who gave it to you? Come to think of it, one of the robotic arms handed it to me. Weapons shouldn't be allowed on the train. What is the larger picture here? Who instructed these arms to attack? Who or what? Four Tails, what do you think attacked Sonic and handed Espio the blow dart? The train itself. I believe something's been orchestrating. Wow, I didn't see the or. Orchestrating, like, what is chestrating? Orchestrating things from behind the scenes. Something wanted Sonic to be out of the picture and for a good while, so I think. The train itself is plotting something. First, we learned the train is a badnik, and now we find out it's out to get us. Once again, you keep saying the most ridiculous nonsense. You're seriously convinced the train has it out to get us? I don't know what the train's full intent is, but clearly it's tampered with our murder mystery game. Train, come out and show yourself. Amy, it's my birthday and I don't want you messing with it. Amy's hitting the wall for hammer. I'm with you, Amy. This train can have it. Come on, there's got to be another way to get the train's attention. What was that? Uh-oh. What did you two do? Is that the conductor? Here, I can get him down. Don't touch him. Is the train talking? Of course I can. You fools were too distracted playing your little game to figure it out. You were right, weren't we? What are you plotting? I'm taking all of you to Eggman's base, where you will rot. Eggman? After I deliver your annoying party right to his egg fortress? Annoying? The conductor and I will be free to laugh and play games, ride the open rails like we always planned. What are you? Enough. The train's picking up speed. Everyone grab something. Which one of these buttons turns the train off? Whoa! Sonic! Ha 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 ha! Stay put until we arrive. Goodbye. Ah! Whoa! No, no! I can't keep my footing. Ah! No, I'm a very, very bad voice actor. Oh, we're back in the dining car. A bunch of evidence has fallen out of my pocket. My head. Tails. Amy. Is anyone here? Hello? Hello? No, you need to yell, bud. Sonic, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Hanging in there. It seems the train arms threw us back into the dining car. Where's everyone else? Great question. But for now, are you alright? Sonic the Hedgehog asking about me. Doing amazing. Amazing, huh? You might have to share a bit of enthusiasm with me. I might have overcompensated there. Let's get our bearings and take a look around. Good idea. Lead the way. Hey, one of the robotic arms are here too. Yeah, it just swiped at me. Best to leave it alone. The train's definitely mad at us. Good call. We gotta get out of here before the trains are swipe again. Yellow glow is chilling. I miss it. I miss when it was just showing us the weather. Well, that's better. Oh, Eggman. Oh, gosh. That's better than a yellow glow, I guess. All Eggman's here. Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Why is no one responding to me? I missed the yellow glow already. You got some nerve showing your head up here, Egghead. Yo ho 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 ho. I don't know why I said yo. I'm tired. You Spidey Blue Pest. Seems you've finally taken passage on one of my passenger trains. You created this train? Who the heck are you? Don't talk to me. Ignoring that. They certainly didn't talk about you in my interview. My involvement isn't well-known civilian. The infrastructure in your town just wasn't cutting it. If I were to build Eggman Land, these problems would need to be sorting out. So I courageously got involved. I converted some cargo trains into passenger trains for the sake of the public. It's just more useful for future schemes. Let me guess. Another Death Egg? Dr. Predictable? The people fear giant spheres. It's science. Let's cut to the chase. Where's our friends at? Judging by the security cameras, your pathetic friends are all locked up in the cars they were stationed in. Seems you managed to make the train quite upset. Did you not know this was happening? Heavens no, I'm only now getting caught up. I'm far too busy to notice what a passenger train is up to. You see, the capability of a Badnik is normally very basic, just kill Sonic the Hedgehog. But of a luxury train, I wanted to make sure things ran without my supervision and support to me if any of you happened aboard. This train's capability of intellectual thought is extraordinary, a feat of accomplishment of my own genius. So this confirms it, the train really is sentient. Suffice to say, your capture was inevitable. You're on a train that desires nothing more than to deliver you all to me. See, I got to thinking. I needed to manufacture motivation beyond programming. I like to make my badniks compete against one another from time to time. It's good for productivity. So I instituted a bounty upon my army of badniks. First, to capture you pathetic creatures gets a generous reward. The train wants to deliver us to Eggman. For reward? Most of my robots ask for something simple like an autograph or whatever, but a highly intelligent train, it may ask for something more interesting. As much as I like rewards programs, are you done blabbering, Doc? You can never just win silently, can you? When you're dragged to my base, you'll regret the day you ever crossed me, Hedgehog. I already do. Get lost. Chow. He always knows how to get under my skin. This is tough. The train has the motivation of becoming The train has the motivation, and being made by Eggman is no doubt powerful. Not to mention we're all separated. What am I supposed to think? The train's purposely had Sonic knocked out so he could deliver us to Eggman. This whole time we've all been in danger, and I went along with it. Sonic was really hurt. The conductor been captured. Should I have been more assertive earlier? Should have done more. Am I at fault here? Hey, I can tell this situation's getting to you. Oh yeah, sorry, I get it. The road's getting tough. It's easy to question the decisions that got you here. But when negative thoughts hit you, let it pass and keep living. I need you here helping me think through this before I do something rash. See, I'm one of those leap before you think kind of guys. Okay, you're right. Let's keep moving forward and make things right. Breathe. Okay. We gotta get to the conductor car before the train arrives at Eggman's base. The doors have been heavily fortified. How do we get through? What would you do? The entire day, Tails and I have been asking ourselves, what would Sonic do? So what would you do? What would I do? Well, I speed through head on and rescue our friends by any means necessary. Here, stand back. Wow, with one big wind-up, Sonic's spin dash was fast enough to get through the door open. Now that the road's clear, nothing can stop us. Better hold on to your pants. I don't think we'll be getting another break after this. Ready to go? Let's do it. That's spirit. Let's find our friends. To the conductor card and this mystery. Oh. Alright, our friends are locked up in the cars ahead. In my last adventure, maxing out my ring count gave me an extra speed boost. If I can grab enough rings, I should be fast enough to bust through the next door too. Ready? Let's do this. This guy's a little sailor hat on. Shoot. Shoot! I'm not used to 5 lanes. What's gonna happen? Okay, I just started. Okay. Oh, it's tough. I don't think I'm going to get it this time either. Oh, I got it. Nice. Just wait till I see Eggman. I'm going to clobber him. We got to deal with the train first. Come on, let's go. Okay, that one was easier. Y'all came for us? Of course, but let's move. The train wants us to take us prisoners and earn a reward. My reward is getting off this stupid train. Let's go. I was gonna try to get that. Okay, just enough. Good, 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 good. Going strong. It's about time. I thought you were supposed to be fast, Sonic. Gotta move. You two ready? Always. Let's boogie. Okay, I wasn't that bad either. They locked Amy and Tails in the conductor's room. Say no more, let's go. Last door. Nope. Oh wait, no, I got it. I wasn't looking at the right number. Sonic! Sonic, you're here! Yeah, this is no way to treat a birthday girl. You're right, I'm ready to stop this train. Time to finish this. Excellent work trapping these pests. Now hurry to me. I must properly dispose of them to begin my plans for Eggman Land and probably another Death Egg. Don't teleport to robots. Don't teleport us to the future. Oh, haven't done that in a while. Maybe I will turn you all into robots and to give Sage some new toys to play with. Shut up, Eggman. So Sage is alive! If this is canon, don't disappoint me, train. Hurry up. I will not fail. My wish will be granted. Your wish? Oh, you mean the bounty? I don't care what you call it. Just bring me the overgrown mammals. The Eggman. I must get my wish. I will not fail. This is it, everyone. Get ready. We're talking this thing down. We're taking this thing down. Oh gosh. Okay. Guess I just got dodge. For being a free game, as like a little joke game, it's got some decent music. Shoot. I didn't see the ring count. Sage is the girl from Sonic Frontiers that Eggman created. Which is a really good character. I love Sage at the end. Shoot. Okay, just enough. None of you could possibly understand. We promised to be together our whole lives. How could he just leave like this, like nothing happened? Who do you mean, the conductor? He's retiring. You just have to accept that. My wish will keep us together forever. That's what being friends is all about. You can't force someone to be friends with you. That's messed up. Shut up. Just shut up. Ooh, shoot. Eggman, can you hear me? My wish. Make the conductor never leave me. Let us be friends forever. The kind of friends who would never leave each other. Why would he betray me? Because he doesn't care about you. He just cares about power. And destroying a blue hedgehog. Dang it! I've got full gameplay on my YouTube channel, actually. Whole playthrough. Is a very good game. Ooh, I got it. Conductor, you promised me. You promised. Let him speak. Unhand him. Train, stop this. We must. When I told you we'd be with each other together, forever, I was a much younger man. I'm getting old. I'm tired. Excuses. How dare you abandon me? I'll be lonely. So lonely. Why must you insist loneliness upon me? No, stop. What are you doing to me? Please don't make me do this. We have to rescue the conductor if we want to stop the train. Oh gosh. Well, now we can't see what's coming. Oh gosh, it's shooting missiles at me. Nope. Come on. We got this. Shoot. Shoot! I could have had it too if I hit the springs. Got it. The Flicky. Flicky, this is just like the lore card. One of my ex-best friend left detective work to Dr. Eggman. So this really is a bad Nick. The stakes rise every second, huh? We gotta save him. On it. Let's go. Let's show our full power. Oh crap! I didn't hit the spacebar quick enough. Ah, shoot. So much going on. Just be delivered to Eggman already. What about my happiness? Your happiness comes at no expense to others. Of others. Last I checked, that's called being selfish. Me? Selfish? How dare you? I wasn't quite ready. Okay, let's restart. I wasn't quite ready for that to go right into it. I had my hand off the keyboard. I landed on the middle of the spring in the spike, so it didn't count anything. Well, that was just a poor excuse. Come on, we got this. Or I can jump way too early. Again. Dang it. Come on, we're so close. I am failing miserably on this run. Nope, not gonna happen. Nope. Oh, dear Lord. There's just way too much happening. This better be the final round. Like, between getting to greens. Come on. Crap, crap, crap. I had a good run going. No! I'm just getting hit by everything. Oh, come on. You can do this. I jumped too early. Oh, if I would have gotten that box. Ugh. I'm not getting past like 81. Oh. One sec. Oh my gosh, I need to rest my eyes for a second. This is annoying my head. Whew. Come on. Okay, I got a little better. A little better. A little better. Okay, we're getting there. We're almost there. We did it! Whew. Whew. That was so hard. No, 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 no! I'll grab the flicky. It's over. Time to pay for ruining my birthday. Amy. The train is slowing down. Great hit, Amy. Yeah, it was pretty great, wasn't it? That's what you get for messing with my special day. I I just couldn't bear to see you go. I'm sorry for the trouble. I think our work here is done. Let's get off this thing. Thank you. Goodbye, my friend. I may be leaving the rails, but I assure you, I'll never forget the time together. You get a little beat up there, Amy. We did it! Well, I'll say I've never been on a train like that before. This universe has a unique way of doing things. Watch your step, watch your step. It's over. The mystery of Sonic the Hedgehog's murder is officially over. Maybe next birthday we can ask Vanilla to make dinner. Oh, you don't love parties where we end up somewhere where whereby the end someone tries to kill you? I think I'm actually going to miss this group of unhinged this group's unhinged way of thinking. Oh, his wife. Honey, you're late. I've been waiting for hours. You honestly never believed what happened, so I won't even try. I'm just glad you're here. Quick, we leave for Spagonia in the morning. You need to pack. I'll pack faster than the wind. I need this vacation something terrible. And I need you home. Happy first day of retirement, dear. Seems the conductor is more than ready to begin his retirement after his ordeal. I'm happy for the both. Oh, who's this? Old friend, I think. Well, they're a cutie, that's for sure. Cheap, cheap, cheap. The Flicky. Seems that Flicky's found a friend. Great job saving that little guy, Espio. It was the least I could do. Sonic, everyone, I sincerely apologize for the trouble I've caused. Don't be. You were just following what you thought was the game. It's hard to know what I would have done in the same situation. I would have had to hit someone with a blow dart. Seriously, a dart? It would have been hard to get close to you otherwise, Mr. Speed of Sound. Regardless, I am sorry. We were cool, and now that we're all safe, it was fun. This group has a wild idea of fun. Boy, am I starving. I forgot to eat. We never ate. With all the clatter, I completely forgot I was hungry. Me too. I was distracted playing detective. If only you could have seen me, Sonic. I was finding clues, presenting evidence, poking holes in alibis. Sonic? Wait, where'd he go? Everyone, guess what? This station has a bakery, and look what I bought. A birthday cake. Oh, that's so nice. Happy birthday, Amy. To the confident, unshakable, and radiant Amy Rose. To an adventure of a birthday darling. A memorable party every year. To a fun birthday. A ride from start to finish. May our friendship grow stronger with each celebration. Oh my gosh, SB is going out of poem again. I admire your tenacity. May you never lose your vicosity. Happy birthday, Amy, and her sparkling personality. Happy birthday. I'm not smart enough to know if personality is a word. Personacity. We love you, Amy. Happy birthday. You guys, we almost got murdered by a lonely trade, but I wouldn't trade these adventures for anything. Never in a million years. You guys wouldn't ever leave me, right? Wouldn't dream of it. Now, let's have some cake. Yes, please, dig in, everyone. Yay! I hope it's chocolate. Sage! It's Little Sonic, let's go, Dad! Oh my god! Let's go, Dad! The train's never making here, is it? Or prepare a bath. Oh dear lord, the Sonic Rubber Duck and Eggman Rubber Duck. The happy rubber duck or the angry one? Angry. Sour choice, your evilness. Shut up. Oh my gosh. And that's my story of when I met Sonic and his friends. Entangled in their lives for a fleeting moment and then back to things as they were. Cities realized Eggman was running their train system and fought back and seized control. Everything's squeaky clean now. As for me, I quit my job, and then won millions in the lottery, and after that, managed to fly to space. Yeah, that's been my life. Oh, the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. That was actually a really fun game. It was just like a point-and-click adventure pretty much, besides the little thinking parts. Honestly, for a free game, that's actually awesome. I kind of hope that some of that's actually like canon, because that'd be so great. I don't know with it being a April Fool's game if it's canon, but yeah. Oh, it's already 10 o'clock. Oh dear lord. Well, we'll see what happens after this. I don't know if there's anything after the end credits, but you never know. So I do want to say something right now. I'm probably going to have to change my Friday schedule, because I completely forgot that friends I know are going to start doing stuff on Friday nights. So I'm hoping, and it starts next week, so we'll do Friday night this week. But if anything, I might either do a very late stream this next Friday with Tears of the Kingdom coming out, or we'll be streaming most of the day next Saturday instead. Because I'm not going to have really time till like 10, 11 o'clock at night on next Friday, which sucks because I want to play Breath of Tears of the Kingdom. It might be a late night stream. So I'll kind of figure out what I want my schedule to be. We might just do Monday, Tuesday. Wait, no, we might just do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday as stream days. Unless, like I said, if there's a game release, I might do a real late night stream. We'll see what happens. But what did you guys think of the game? I thought it was pretty cool. A lot of talking. I didn't think there. I thought there'd be at least some voice acting, but there was no voice acting at all. A lot of people that worked on this. I gotta give props to the artist of this game because all the character designs were beautiful. Just the art in general was gorgeous. The music was great. Surprised I haven't really heard much about this besides it being out. Yeah, it wasn't really too much thinking. It kind of was like, oh hey, here's the things that light up. It kind of like an old-fashioned point-and-click, like I grew up with on some stuff. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. I thought it'd be a little bit more finding clues, but it's alright. It was a free free game, though. In a way, a joke game, because I remember on the day before April Fool's when it came out, I saw on Twitter that the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm like, what? Because usually you don't think of April Fool's Day stuff being the day before. But yeah, honestly, I thought it was a great game. Nice little break and pace. So I honestly didn't expect to finish it in one day. Big the cat, the dog. What? For moral support, production pets. Oh, but yeah, April Fool's Day observed. But yeah, I think tomorrow we'll either play some. No, tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. Thursday we'll probably play some Splatoon or something. We're gonna get ready for. That just brings it back to main menu, and we'll be getting ready for Splatfest on Saturday or Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. So we'll probably be streaming pretty much every day this weekend. So, because of Splatfest, the Legend of Zelda Splatfest, Power, Wisdom, or Courage. Don't know what I'm going to do yet, but well, I mean, it kind of seemed like it for a while that Sonic was actually going to be dead. But yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be a fun Splatfest. It's going to be a very it's going to be my first Splatfest in a while that I'm going to have good internet at, so it's going to be fun. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It's great to finally be back. We'll be back on Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, probably Splatoon. If not, we'll be doing something else, not like a big story game, because the next big story game is going to be, you're going to either do Power or Courage, okay. Next big story game is going to be Tears of the Kingdom, coming out next weekend, next Friday, so the 12th. So, yeah, if you liked what you saw here, on Twitch, do !socials. That should still work. It'll bring up Discord link, Twitter link, YouTube link. Subscribe to my YouTube. I'll be posting this to YouTube once it's available, uploaded. Follow me on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, all this is down in the description. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later, and we can see my new goodbye screen too. I had fun making these. I'll show this real quick too. I'll show Be right back. Had some fun making these on my time off. Good night, CD. Oh yeah, same here. I'm gonna be playing a lot of it. Good night. Bye, everybody.